I finally figured it out, but I lost the paper I solved it on. It must mean something. They want me to stay. Hello everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here, and unexpectedly, or expectedly as you may think of it, I don't know, we've returned back to You've Been Chosen, a little teaser demo to the Jamaica horror game in development called Flux, sorry. The developer might be vague. I don't. Okay, so we've got ourselves a sort of code here. I hope this works. Indeed it does. It's all good. Now we don't have to face that NPC now. Now that we've gone through that process. Stamina. Take time to recharge. Okay, I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. I almost fainted. Today I felt disorganized, distracted. My sense of touch was wavering. I'm shaking violently again. There's a lump in my throat. My heart hurts. I feel queasy and tired and lethargic. I keep dissociating. And I thought I'd just been a dream where I pinched my cheek, but everything was still there. Everything was so surreal. I feel confused and conflicted. I'm telling myself to stop dwelling on this because it's bad. But it's so difficult not to. Is that at all in any ways a reference to Yummy Nikki? I'm hurting so much right now. No, you there, and maybe because this is a letter, which is why it's a bit unworded. I'm hurting so much right now, so maybe when I die you'll feel worse that I am now. You make me feel like I'm unneeded for once I thoroughly mattered. I mattered. Somebody was on drugs when I wrote that letter. Somebody told me this today. You can make it through this. You are strong. You have the power. You are made of earth and pain and love and everything that makes you you. You are important and needed. And I thought I was going to end my life today, but I was just thinking about it. I don't know if or when I will. Don't. Live for as long as possible. I'm sorry I'm coping this way. I just want things to be like they were before. I'm sorry for wasting your time. It's like time stopped. You were the one that made me feel that I was worth it. And now you're going. Now you're gone and I'm worth nothing. And I'm worth nothing. I wish you understood how much you meant and still mean to me. I want us to be together. You kept from hurting myself. And now you're gone. Please, I want the feeling back. I'm crying. What can I do to get you back? Because I need you to be with me so I don't destroy myself. I don't want to find anybody else. I don't want to refuse to become... refuse you because I love you and I will love you forever. I love you more than anybody has loved another person before. Popping pills isn't going to let you get away from pain and loss and loneliness. Can I be honest? It's been a while, and I'm coping. Well enough at least. Do you know how I'm coping? I still pretend that we're still together, and if you're still here, you're still in my mind just like before you left. I've already convinced myself that this figment of you is real even though it's clearly fake. I have a problem. I still can't let you go. I hate you. Huh? Oh, mate. 2 nurses, it would seem. Oh. On a table. I can't seem to get out from this scenario. It seems like I am strapped here. 2 nurses here. Now a few more nurses. Good job. Was that it? It seems like that was it for that. Okie dokie. I still feel like that I missed a part of a game simply because I bypassed the annoyance of facing that protagonist by preemptively writing down the Morse code and then getting back there. But I still don't know if that's the only conclusion of the game. But I keep saying "but" all the time. I'm not sure what to say about this. This is kind of a strange experience in itself, and that you go through the game and you realize you are not within your own world. You're in a sort of a yummy nicky environment where you could be awake, but at the same time, you're not. You're dreaming. But the dream could be real in itself. So yeah, I found that game pretty difficult to traverse through. And if you don't actually bypass the NPC by preemptively writing down the Morse code and then putting in 10876 in, you're pretty much stuck in the game, and that's all there is going to be to it. But I just want to see what happens if it's actually possible to get around that NPC. Good thing I remember about this system of bleeps and clicks was, I wrote it down on the back of a paper. I think the radio station is playing a code. Yep. Looks like the Morse code that we saw beforehand. Yep, the dots are the first sound and the dashes are the second sound. So if you hear the variety, then you know which one to put in. So we don't need that. That's all good. We already know what the code is by figuring that out last time around. So there's still this NPC matter. Here we go. There's the NPC. Now you see, that was a really bad idea because that happened. Great, now another NPC. Where does one go? Back here again. Where does one go? If only the doctor chose another place. He calls me the prettiest nurse and I'm very flattered, but I think the special room isn't comfortable at all. The operating table is too cold. Besides, nobody cleaned up the blood when the other nurses dragged the body out. The doctor doesn't let me do things, since he knows very well I complain when I get stains. So was that NPC in here just a hallucination of my own imagination? That's a rubbish idea. Great. Just what I needed. Was that necessary? I preferred it when this place was brightened up a bit. Not gonna be especially helpful for anything, if anything. Doors there. This place again. Hope nothing comes out to try and kill me though. I prefer this place. It's a bit brighter. The light works better. I've been through these games so many times now that the hallucinations don't get to me. There's a padlock here that requires 5 numbers. It might look like it might be able to accept more than one code. Yeah, but it feels like there should be an alternate outcome. You keep starting from the beginning. What's the point of a below door if we can't get through? Maybe that's just it, and that's the discovery of everything. But my one question is that when I originally played this game, why did the NPC in the first room on the left down here decided to spawn in the hallway? That's what's troubling me and annoying me the most, is that why is it only in that time it spawned, but in this time it's not going to do that? So look, it notices at me. It knows that I'm here. Go out here. And then somehow when I get along here, it doesn't spawn. Wait. Equipped. Pistol. Something to do with the pistol, maybe. Okay, I would prefer it if I could run. Thank you. Pistol theory. Nope. Maybe I have to remove its existence to be able to have an effect. Don't like the stamina mechanic. It is quite... I also don't like the... Freaking heck, the darkness screwed me over. There seems to be like a... Right. And then... Dequipped. Because the pistol actually makes us run a lot slower. I think. But this lack of lighting does not help. However, we're going to go out here. Yeah, the ploy there is to not let... No, it's to not actually kill the NPC itself. So, the pistol is actually something you should not use in this scenario. So, that is going to be absolutely it for my Let's Play of You've Been Chosen. It doesn't matter what you tell me, Renderay, I am not going back to play your lovely game. It is a very good example of a horror game, or a snippet of a horror game, and what it could feature in other games out there. Honestly, who knows? But that's going to be my Let's Play of You've Been Chosen. You've been chosen to watch this walkthrough, and I hope you got something out of it. But for me, I would say that there's 2 main assets about this game which I could say that needs to be a bit of improvement. Number 1, the stamina. You hold down shift, and only for about 2 to 3 seconds you can run. Then the character just suddenly stops. Is that something to do with the fact that the protagonist of this game has some sort of some sort of health condition where she can only run for a very short amount of time, and then she is just out of breath automatically? But after 3 seconds, even a really overweight person can still run for a bit longer than that. So I'm not sure if that's actually realistic in that case. And then there's number 2, the lighting aspect. And it's good for a horror game to have a lack of lighting, but if the lighting goes out within a particular scenario where you're surrounded by an enemy, you can't see where the enemy is, and by the time the light comes back on, or if it's able to come back on, it's too late for you anyways. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we shall see each other's in another video. Not You've Been Chosen, though. Doesn't matter how much you can persuade me, it's not going to happen. So there we go. Have a good day and take care of yourselves.